Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
कैसे बोला पहले बिट्टा?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Opportunities in accounting account.
Good morning, sir.
आवाज नहीं फेल द फील्ड ये सब ऐसे ही है
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम गुड मॉर्निंग
एक ही क्वेश्चन है हम भी बोल दे मेरा चैनल वीडियो
Hello. Shashwat, I think we should start.
Yes, sir.
Shashwat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, your voice is muted.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Hope
sir.
all of you are keeping safe and healthy.
Morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
My name is Shashwat Pandey and I will be moderating this show today. First of all, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Director Sir, Dr. S.S. Mahapatra for hosting today's webinar. Thank you so much. For taking your time out to attend this event. You must be wondering what is the purpose of this event? What is the objective of this event? As you are aware, there is so much gloom all around. You are not able to attend the school, not being able to meet your relatives, your cousins, play and interact with them the way it used to be before the pandemic. We want to build some positive vibes in this situation. We want to talk about making best of this situation. While the pandemic has many challenges, restrictions like distancing rules and staff shortages are driving considerable innovation. There is an old saying that necessity is the mother of innovation. And in these adverse times, we can see various innovations in all fields. Some are brilliant examples, like a mask with a transparent mouth guard to help deaf people read, an e-rickshaw with compartments to maintain distance between passengers, the milkman using a funnel and a long pipe to channel the milk into the container held by the customer. Very, very innovative way. Robots are being deployed in hospitals to carry foods to medicines, which eases pressure on the medical staff. Drones are used to deliver medical supplies to check people's temperature using thermal imaging. Most innovative one I saw, a mall is experimenting with elevators. They have foot controls. Instead of selecting a button to indicate your destination, you can use your foot. Very innovative. The other day, I saw in a news clip where a Pani Puri wala has created a machine which can serve Pani Puri untouched by hand. So in these tough situations, innovation is helping people to survive and get going. Business professors see long-term growth possibilities in post-pandemic landscape. Business must be imaginative, bold, and forward-looking. as it moves into a post-pandemic world. Today, we will be interacting with industry leaders on career study opportunities that you can avail in this pandemic time. We are going to have eminent panelists joining us today on our show. And remember, they are excited to take your questions. Please type your question in question and answer chat box. We will try to pick as many questions as possible to present before the panelists. It is my sincere request to students to off the microphone for smooth interaction with the panelists. Before we begin our panelists, we would like our audience to know that you will be awarded a certificate of participation. To get the certificate, you need to fill the feedback form. Link of feedback form will be displayed during the program. Stay tuned and look forward for an exciting interaction. Let's invite our panelist for today, Mr. Krishan Mishra, who heads ACCA for North and East India. Welcome to the webinar, sir.
Hi, Shashwat. Good morning, all the students. And thank you so much for this warm welcome, Shashwat. Looking forward to an interesting interaction today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So,
Good morning, sir.
Before we start,
Good morning, sir.
I request the children to please mute your microphones. Yes.
Sir, what is the full form of ACCA?
Sir, Kishan sir, you are head ACCA across half the country. Your work must involve lots of travel across the world. In our audience today, we have students from class 8 to class 12. Can you please highlight how important it is understanding about finance and business?
Right. Thank you, Shashwat. A very, very relevant question considering the current situation, and especially for students who are in class 8 to 12, who are looking forward to making a career for themselves in these difficult times also. I can tell you that, yes, finance and commerce is something which has been evergreen throughout our lives. In fact, we have seen that happening since ages, and it will keep on happening in future also. Interestingly, what we see is that finance and commerce is taking a lot of importance across industries, across organizations, across economies at large. So when people enter into the field of commerce or accountancy, they practically not only support the organizations they're working for, they actually support the society, economy, as well as the globe as a whole, because they are going to contribute towards management of finances for the organization. And when we say finances, we are talking about getting the finances for the organizations, then also particularly managing the finances for the future. When we look at commerce as a subject, the subject is something which is very, very practical. You can very well see that happening across you when you move out of your school or your homes, right? And in fact, you can see that happening at home also, wherein your mother becomes your accountant and she manages the entire finances for the home. So in that way, practically finance and commerce is really very important, and it can actually showcase a good career for all the students who are looking forward to this webinar today. Yeah.
Thank you for the answer. I once again request all the students to please mute the microphone so that the interaction can be more easy and it can be more interactive. You can type your questions in the question and answer box, and we will take up the question with Kishan sir. Sir, what would you say the future for students look bright under the current prevailing circumstances after the pandemic is over?
Okay, so Shashwat, interestingly, previously we had before Christ and after Christ, right? Now it is before COVID and after COVID. So that's the new terminology which has come up. And interestingly, COVID has thrown a lot of new opportunities for people. What people have to do is that they have to actually go ahead and learn newer things, especially learning about digital technologies, etc. And practically because of the pandemic, people have to actually go ahead and do it, because there was no other option. As you mentioned that innovation comes from necessity only, right? And that's what it has actually thrown to us. It has become necessary for us to go through the digital world. And all of us are today connected through the seminar or the webinar, you can say. Previously, it would have happened that we would have traveled to the school, right, and interacted with all these students. But now we are interacting through the digital technology. Now, digital technology is opening up the world. There are so many options which are coming up in front of people, especially in the accountancy and finance related areas, wherein a lot of jobs which were there in Europe, as well as Australia, New Zealand, and US have been shifted to India. right? India is looking forward to such kind of opportunities for the future generation. And a lot of opportunities are there in terms of not only today, but in future also. So it will keep on happening for another 100 years or maybe beyond that. Because what is happening is accountancy as a subject is something which has become pervasive, and nobody can actually think about an organization without accountants, right? So that's why we say that, okay, you have an opportunity here wherein you can actually look forward to staying here in, say, for example, in Bokaro or say Jamshedpur or Ranchi, and working for organizations which are outside, which is in US or Europe or Australia, and you can actually perform all your jobs while you're staying in India, right? And that's what COVID has actually brought in for all of us. So it has become a good opportunity for people to look forward to in future.
Thank you, sir. Very nice explanation of these kind of circumstances which is happening today. Sir, can you please help our young student understand what are the options available for commerce students?
Right. So, Shashwat, interestingly, in our country, people get to know about commerce mostly after their 10th. However, if you look at the situation which is outside, majority of the people get to know about commerce when they are in class 8, 9, or 10th. In fact, in ICSE curriculum also, people get to know about commerce in class 9th itself. However, if you look at the new national education policy, the new national education policy says that students should get to know about financial activities and financial literacy in class 6 only, right? So starting from class 6, you can actually look forward to understanding what is finance, what is accountancy. In fact, finance and accountancy is part of 13 life skills, which has been identified by the United Nations. So United Nations had identified certain life skills which are important for people, and finance and accountancy is one of them, right? So when we look at finance and accountancy for students, it should start from class 6, wherein they start understanding how money can be managed for themselves, right? And in that way, obviously, commerce has actually created this option for someone who is at the age of, say, 12 or 13 and can look forward to a good career in the long term, right? And especially what happens is whatever they study in their courses right now, these things are very, very practical. If they are able to implement what has been told to them in the classroom, they are going to understand the concepts and they'll be able to build a good foundation for themselves in future.
Wonderful. So you are heading ACCA. Sir, please help our young audience to understand what is ACCA.
Right. It is important for these students to understand. I think somebody asked this question also some time back, that what is ACCA?
Okay.
Now, ACCA is Association of Chartered Certified
Yes,
Accountants.
sir, I have asked.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Please.
for asking this question. And I can tell you that, yes, we are Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, a global body for professional accountants based out of London, UK. Currently, we operate out of more than 180 countries globally, wherein we have got more than 544,000 students and 219,000 people who are members of this qualification. These people are actually studying this qualification across the world. And you can imagine that across all these 180 plus countries, why everybody is looking forward to studying the same course, which is ACCA. Now, interestingly, I can quote some examples to you that if you look at a doctor is known as a doctor anywhere in the world, right? An engineer is known as an engineer anywhere in the world. When it comes to accountants, they're known as local accountants always. They're never called global accountants, right? So interestingly, with ACCA, practically people can be called ACCA wherever they go. So if they are an ACCA from Bokaro, they will be known as a ACCA in Delhi. They'll be known as a ACCA in London. They'll be known as a ACCA in Sydney. They'll be known as a ACCA in Johannesburg or say in New York. You think about the country, everywhere ACCA is ACCA. And why it happens? Because we offer a globally relevant qualification. When I say globally relevant, there are certain things which are related to the relevance of it. Number one, the course curriculum is similar across the world. There is no difference at all. The pedagogy, the way in which the students are taught, is also the same across the world. There is no change at all. In fact, the examinations and examination date and time also remains the same across the world. And the certification, which is ACCA across the world. So it doesn't change, right? So the students can actually look forward to very seamless movement from one place to another. In case they are interested in not only working in India, although India has a lot of opportunities, in case they would like to go ahead and work outside India also, they can very well move there and look forward to good opportunities across the
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. It is good to know that ACCA is providing these students a good opening for all over the world. This is wonderful to know, sir. Sir, can you explain our audience how is ACCA relevant to them? How it is relevant for them to study in class 11th and 12th?
Right. In fact, Shashwat, it is relevant for them if they're in class 8th also. And we have got a lot of examples now wherein I know of 2 kids who are at the age of 13 and 14, and they are at the final level of ACCA qualification at the professional level. And they are 13 and 14, which means that they would be in class 8th and 9th, right? So that is the current situation. Students can actually start this qualification at a younger age of 13 or 14. That's not a problem at all. They can look forward to completing at least 1 paper by the time they complete their 10th, and the rest 2 papers when they're in class 11th and 12th. In fact, students who are in class 11th, they can always look forward to completing 2 papers because they study financial accounting and business studies, which is similar to the financial accounting and business and technology paper of ACC. Right, so that comes as an advantage to them. And the final paper, which is known as management accounting, is something which the students would be studying in class 12, and they can write the examinations post their board exams. Right, so we don't want them to write it before their board. They can do it after their board exams. And in case a student is in class 11, he can look forward to attempting 2 papers. Somebody who is in class 12 can attempt 2 papers right now and 1 paper post his board exam. Right, somebody who is in class 8, 9th, or 10th can look forward to doing 1 paper right now and 1 paper in 11th and 1 paper in 12th. So in that way, they can look forward to bifurcating the entire thing. Advantage here is that if they do these 3 papers by the time they complete their 12th, they will get a diploma in accounting and business from ACCA, which is equivalent to first year of graduation in European Union, as per the official qualification of European Union. Right, so that comes an advantage to them. Tomorrow, in case they want to go ahead and study further in Europe, definitely they can do that in UK, etc. They can also do the same in India also, because we work with 97 plus universities here and offer a ACC integrated BCom or a BBA course in those universities. So they have an opportunity to go ahead and pursue the qualification further.
Amazing. I mean, so what is the curriculum for FIA? As in, how is it relevant for these CBSE or ICSE students to pursue? What is the curriculum for that?
So curriculum is quite similar, Shashwat. Say, if you look at financial accounting is financial accounting across the world. It doesn't change, right? So whether you're talking about journal entries or preparation of ledger or trial balance or P&L account or balance sheet, it remains the same, right? Only thing is that now because of the, sorry, somebody wants to speak? Okay. So because IFRS has been introduced, so there is another additional report which has to be prepared, that is known as statement of changes in equity, which is a very simple statement which can be prepared. So that's what is financial accounting, and the same financial accounting is being taught to them in school. So there is no difference at all, right? So they are being taught in that way only. Only thing is that whatever the teachers are teaching in the classroom, right? If they are able to implement and understand the concepts, right? So ACCA learning is more towards application. It is not towards the theory. That's the biggest difference, right? So theory remains the same. Only thing is, how do you actually go ahead and apply that knowledge? And what we will do is that we will give them that environment so that they are able to apply that knowledge, so that their concepts are much more clear, their foundations are stronger, so that in future they not only become good professional accountants, they become good people at large in the long run. Right? So that's what we would like to do. The other paper, Shashwat, is business and technology, which is similar to the business studies paper, wherein people study about planning, organizing, directing, controlling, budgeting, type of companies, business environment, right? All those things are in our paper also. Only difference is that we have added some details about artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, etc. Because this is something which is important for students to know. Because world is changing, big data is becoming important. Artificial intelligence is taking a lot of importance. They need to know about these tools, right? They are not supposed to become a coder here. They have to just understand that how these tools are going to help them in terms of their day-to-day working. So that is there. The third paper, which is known as management accounting, wherein students of class 12 will be able to understand it better. They study about cash flow statement, fund flow statement, ratio analysis, right? Time value of money, etc., capital budgeting. All those things are there in our qualification also. So what happens is there is no difference as such. Theory is more or less the same. Only thing is the application. Now, in case somebody wants to just mug it up and then go ahead and write it in the answer sheet, that he can't do in ACC exam. He has to actually understand the concept and give the answer based on the situation. Yeah, that's the biggest differentiator.
Okay. Sir, is the course of FIA level and the CBSE course of 11th and 12th, is there similarity or is it on the same pattern?
So
like
there is
if
a
the
similarity.
student is studying in class 11th and 12th. So
Yeah. So Shashwat, there is a similarity. I won't say that this is completely the same, because obviously I have told you that there are some differences, certain things which have been added to our papers, right? So which is going to actually help the students in not only preparing for the ACC exam, but to prepare for the board exams and do well in board exams. And in fact, they will be prepared to tackle the situations which will be coming in front of them when they do their BCom or BBAs in future. So they'll be much better than the rest of the crowd.
Okay. So there is a very simple question that in class 11th and 12th, the students have too much of pressure of their studies. Is it a good call to undertake another qualification along with it? Would that not add additional load on the students?
Okay. Very, very relevant question, Shashwat. Interesting. Shashwat, I was a science student when I was in class 11th and 12th, right? And I used to prepare for the PMTs and all those things, right?
Okay.
I was not interested in engineering. I was more interested in medical or agriculture. So that was my choice. So, but I was preparing for it. Other than my board exams, I was preparing separately for those entrance exams, right? In fact, the students might be preparing for the other entrance exams right now only.
Excuse me,
Somebody, yeah, sorry.
sir, this is for only commerce students.
No, this is not only for commerce students. This is for everyone from any walk of life. In case you are interested, you can look forward to a career. So as I was telling that I was a science student and then I entered into commerce later, right? So I was myself a science student, I can tell you. Now, what I want to say here is that what is important for you is to understand the concepts for your future, right? So this course is going to help the students in that way, right? And they should never feel that, okay, this is only for science or humanities. There won't be any load at all because they are studying the same thing which is there in their curriculum. Only thing is that they have to just prepare for 2 exams, write 2 exams. Otherwise, preparation would be one only, right? So what our request would be to all the students that, okay, whatever you are studying in the classroom, please go ahead and try to apply that knowledge. If you're able to apply that knowledge, then you're ready to tackle anything. In fact, there won't be any pressure at all.
So it's really good to know that our ACCA is adopting innovative method of the new education policy, that it is more about application, and it is a good opportunity for the students. Sir, there is one more question which I would like to put through. When the students are in class 11th and 12th, they are always excited that, oh, now we are going to go in the college, there will be more freedom. There is always a pressure on them that get into a prestigious college of the country. What can a student do to ensure assured entry to a good college? It is very important.
Right, right. Again, a very, very important question, Shashwat. So what happens is nowadays students are scoring very good marks, right? And the biggest worry for the teachers, parents, and I would say the students is not that whether they'll score 90% or not. Their worry is that whether they will get into a good college or not, right? And that is something which when I said that we're already tied up with 97 plus universities and offering our courses there. Now, to name a few, we work with Bangalore University. All the 650 colleges in Bangalore University offer a BCom course, which is ACCA course, right? We work with Christ, which is one of the best in the country for commerce, Christ University in Bangalore. They are also offering the BBA in International Accounting and Finance, which is a ACCA program. And this program is available in Bangalore as well as their new campus in Ghaziabad. We also work with Symbiosis in Pune and Symbiosis in Hyderabad. We work with Narsim Monjee Institute of Management Studies in Mumbai and Indore, right? We also work with Loyola's in Hyderabad and Chennai, both the Loyola colleges. And Loyola College, you know that they are very prestigious colleges. We work with Xavier's, right? And Xavier's in Calcutta and Xavier's in Bhubaneswar, they will have our program. Xavier's Bhubaneswar is already running our BCom in International Finance. We also work with Manipal. Manipal again is one of the top institutions. We work with OP Jindal Global University, which is the first ranked private university in the country, and they are offering the ACCA program. So like this, we are currently working with 97 plus universities. The advantage with these students would be that in case they have got a diploma in accounting and business from ACCA, they will be preferred. I'm not saying that they will have a reservation there, right? So Shashwat, for example, you have actually done your 12th with a diploma in accounting and business from ACCA, and I have also done 12th without the diploma in accounting and business. You have scored say 90% and I have scored 95. You will be preferred before me because you already have a diploma, right? So which means that you already have the concepts and foundation towards pursuing the ACCA professional qualification. So that becomes the
Sir,
advantage
how
for
it
these
can
students.
be possible?
Nitesh,
It is my sincere request to all the students to please mute the microphone. We will type your questions in the question answer box. We will take up one by one. Let's first discuss the possibilities. Thank you.
yeah. And this is quite possible, Nitesh. You have to study first, right? And get this diploma in hand, then you'll be able to apply to these universities, right? So don't worry about that. We'll tell you the process for that. Yeah.
Sir, it's indeed good to know that ACCA is already in collaboration with 97 universities and colleges, and all the names which you mentioned, all the names are very relevant names. So you are saying that pursuing FIA will help in getting admissions in colleges and universities. It is very important for all the students to understand the level of importance of this course. Sir, if anyone is trying to or planning to study abroad, will the FIA level help him?
Right. Again, a very, very important question, Shashwat. So as I mentioned, the diploma in accounting and business, which is being given through the FIA level, is equivalent to first year of graduation or level 4 of UK, right? As per the official qualification of UK. So in case they move to UK, they will get the credits transferred from this diploma towards their graduation degree in any of the 400 universities who are offering various programs. In fact, there are 400 plus universities who are offering ACCA curriculum also there, right? So they can very well go ahead and study in those of the universities. So that's open. In fact, they can move to places like say Singapore, they can move to Australia, New Zealand, and as well as Middle East. There are various countries wherein the universities are tied up with ACCA and offering the ACCA courses there.
Okay. So, sir, is there any difference between pursuing ACCA in India and from any other country? Is there any difference between them?
So as I mentioned, Shashwat, that we are a very much globally relevant qualification, right? The curriculum remains the same. The way in which students are taught remains the same. Certification also remains the same. So ACCA is ACCA anywhere in the world. It doesn't change.
Okay, okay. So basically these international qualifications sounds very prestigious. The cost of acquiring it is very high. Leave alone the cost of study, the living cost in a foreign country is mind-boggling. So are we wrong in concluding that international qualification is only restricted to the rich ones?
Okay. In case you want to move and study in UK, then definitely it is restricted to rich people. Right.
Okay.
However, what we have done is that we have brought in the UK qualification to you in India. And when we came to India, obviously we had to reduce the cost. You can't charge people the same fee which is being charged in UK, right? So that's not possible because £1 is equivalent to at least 95 rupees, right? So we cannot have that parity. So we decided to make it more affordable. Now, in case a student goes to UK and wants to study there, they might spend say 10-15 lakhs to do the same course, right? Plus the accommodation related expenses. However, to do this course in India, they might have to spend hardly 1.8 to 2 lakh rupees and they'll be able to complete the entire qualification, right? And this is, I can tell you that hardly 10% of what the cost I have spoken to you for. So that's the way in which we have made this qualification affordable. Second is students do not pay the entire fee in one go, right? They pay as they go. So which means that if they write one exam, they only pay for that one examination. So they'll pay the examination fee for one. Will not ask them to pay the entire fee in one go. Because if you ask somebody to pay, say, for example, 2 lakh rupees together, and then it would be tough for the parents to arrange that. But when we say that, okay, you have to pay only 10,000 rupees for one examination, it becomes easier. So in that way, what we have done that we have made this easier for the students to go ahead and pursue. It is very much affordable in India. In fact, I can tell you, Shashwat, that in case somebody wants to go and study a local C-grade MBA course also in India right now, you go ahead and spend at least 10 to 15 lakhs to do that. Right. So this
Absolutely.
is international qualification, which gives you not only a diploma, further studies will give you advanced diploma, also a Bachelor of Science honors in applied accounting from Oxford Brookes University by just submitting a project report. And then once you complete the entire ACCA qualification, because we have got 13 papers, you can look forward to getting an MSc in professional accountancy from University of London or an MBA from Birla Institute of Management Technology in India. Now, Birla Institute of Management Technology is one of the top colleges of the country. They are offering an MBA course, which is a ACCA course there.
Amazing, sir. Amazing. So it's good to know that students sitting in India, they are doing an international course, and that too a very affordable course, and that too in a very formatted manner. Very good to know. Sir, what kind of support will the students will get while preparing for FIA?
Right. So Shashwat, when we hold the hand of a student, they actually become alumni for life. Right. So the support doesn't end with FIA. The support starts with FIA. It will be there throughout their life. We never leave them in between. Now, students will be receiving a lot of support in terms of a content. We have got a very strong content hub from where they'll be able to study. Their teachers would be receiving a train the trainer program, wherein they'll be trained towards teaching the professional qualification in the school. We will also be ensuring that the students get all the resources to prepare for the examination. Before the examinations, we will be doing the exam related sessions. There'll be mock tests, etc. All these things will be done for the benefit of the students. And this will happen not only for the FIA curriculum, but for all the 13 papers for ACCA when they go ahead and study further. And after that, once they have obviously completed their qualification, we support them with their employability for their future jobs, etc. Yeah.
Wonderful. Sir, is there any fees to take up for the entrance test for FIA?
Okay, for the FIA program, we conduct a test called International Accountancy Proficiency Test. Normally, the fee for attempting the test is 1,000 rupees, but for Sri Ayyappa Public School, we have decided to waive it off, so we will not charge anything. Right, so all the students are encouraged to go ahead and write this test. In fact, when you write this test, you will also get a certificate of participation from ACCA, which is again something which you can value for your future. And the other advantage is that in case you're able to score more than 50% in the exam, 50% is passing, right? So if you're able to score more than 50% in your exams, you have an opportunity to get a scholarship up to 25,000 rupees from ACCA to pursue the program in this school.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it's really great to know that the entrance exam fees are, as in they are waived off from ACCA, and students will have a good opportunity, and they will not have any fear to go for this test. Very nice, sir. Very nice move. Sir, where and how the FIA examinations will be conducted?
So this exam, they'll be able to do it from their home or from the school also. They can go to the computer lab, or maybe in case they have a laptop or a computer or their mobile phone, which are smartphones now, they can very well go ahead and attempt the test from there. So that's not a problem at all. So this is quite available anywhere, anytime. They would be able to write this examination. Shashwat, are you able to hear me? Manish, it seems Shashwat is facing some difficulty with the network.
Yeah, I think till he comes back, I'll continue. So, sir, I just wanted to ask, is it possible?
I'm able to hear you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, please,
okay.
please continue, Shashwat.
Are you able to hear us, Shashwat? Yeah. Okay, we can see you now. Yes.
Sir, I'm right here. There was some problem, and now I'm back again, sir.
Sure.
It is good to know that that means the students can take up the examinations from anywhere, wherever they are comfortable with.
Yes, the entrance exams from anywhere. In fact, the examinations related to the FIA subjects also, they would be able to write from the comfort of their homes right now, because the pandemic is going on, right?
Absolutely.
COVID is there outside. So we don't want them to risk themselves outside. they can stay at home and write the exam from their own computer. So that is also possible. And once COVID is over, they can go to a nearest center, which can be in their school also, and they can go ahead and attempt the examination from their computer lab too. So that is also something which will be coming up once the pandemic is over. But right now they can write the exams from their home. In fact, they will also get the results at their homes itself, because once they submit the last question, answer to the last question, immediately the results will be shown on their screen. So they'll get the results on the spot.
Very, very nice system, sir. It is a very nice system of education, sir. Sir, can a student pursue ACCA only without enrolling for graduation?
People can do that. There is no problem at all. In fact, there are a lot of students who have not done their graduation and they're working for a couple of organizations. I know myself that there is one boy who works for KPMG right now, and he has not done his graduation. Only thing is that we suggest students to get a local degree also that helps them in their future careers. Now, there'll be a lot of organizations who will hire you based on the ACCA qualification only, but there'll be some organizations who might say that, okay, you also need to have an Indian BCom. And that's why we have tied up with these universities to them a BCom or a BA. So it comes handy to them directly.
Okay. Sir, thank you so much for this interaction. We have some very interesting questions coming in from the audience here.
Sure.
Before we will be moving on to the questions, I would like to appraise the audience that we will be displaying a feedback form link at the end of the show. Please provide your feedback to get the certificate of participation. So we are now moving towards the questions. Sandhya Anand is asking, what are the topic we have to study for, especially for class 10th students?
For the entrance examination?
To IAPT examination.
IAPT, right. So IAPT is based on their basic knowledge, which is logical reasoning, English comprehension, etc. And a little bit of mathematics, so which is related to whatever they're studying in their school only. See, you need not prepare separately for this examination. If you're ready to write it today, you can very well go ahead and write. There's no problem at all. Only thing is you need to have a presence of mind, that's it.
Okay. So we have Sneha Kumari, and she wants to know how many papers we have to write for ACCA.
So, Shashwat, as I had mentioned, Sneha, we have got 13 papers in the ACCA qualification. 3 you study in the school, and rest 10 you do it while you are doing your graduation or post-graduation and complete and become a ACCA. Now, before becoming ACCA, obviously you have to go ahead and do 3 years of work experience also, which you will be able to do immediately after completing all these 13 papers, or maybe after completing 9 papers. So both the options will be available to you.
Okay. Sir, we have Pallavi Gupta. She's asking, when is the test?
Okay, so this would be informed to them. Yeah. So this would be informed to them through the school. We will issue a circular. Manish, I think you can get the same organized, and accordingly the information can be given to the students. Yeah. It will happen very soon, students, don't worry.
Okay, so Nishant Kumar is asking, what are the numerous advantages for class 8th and 9th students? Please explain.
The biggest advantage is that if you start early, right, you can actually look forward to completing the qualification earlier than anyone else, right? In fact, his name is Nishant, you said, right? And Nishant, I can tell you that the average qualifying age for a professional accountant globally is 25. So people complete the ACCA or any other course, which is a professional qualification, by the time they touch the age of 25. Here, if you start early, you can complete it by say 18 or 19, or maximum by 20. And if you can do it by 18, 19 or 20, you can actually look forward to saving 5 years of your life, 5 precious years of your life, right? And in these 5 years, you'll be able to earn additional money, you'll be able to grow further in your career, and you can actually look forward to moving ahead in your career ladder faster than anyone else, and look forward to retiring also early. So if you start early, obviously you retire early. That's the kind of future you have. Shashwat, you're on mute. Yeah.
Sir, I'm sorry. Anusha is asking, how is it different from CA?
Okay. Anusha, good question. And thank you so much for asking this. Normally, we don't talk about competition, so I will not be talking much about what the other qualification is all about. But I can tell you that how ACCA is different and what is the relevance of ACCA. As I was telling you, that a doctor is a doctor anywhere in the world, an engineer is an engineer anywhere in the world. However, accountant is always known as a local accountant. Why this happens is because every country has got a local body for accountants. As we have got Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, you go to Pakistan, you have Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. You go to Singapore, you have CA Singapore, right? You go to, say, Canada, you have CPA in Canada. You go to US, you have CPA in US. You go to Australia, you have CA Australia and New Zealand. So like this, every country has got a local body. The advantage with ACCA is that you are an ACCA everywhere in the world. That's one. Two is ACCA is a very flexible qualification. When I say flexible, you can pick up one paper and prepare well for that paper. Take 3 months time. In 3 months, you can prepare for one paper, pass, move to the next paper, prepare well for that, pass, move to the next paper. Like this, every quarter you can write one examination. So we conduct the exams 4 times a year, March, June, September, and December. Another advantage. The third thing is that all our exams are computer-based examination. We do not have any pen and paper-based exam, which means that nobody is going to give you lesser score if your handwriting is bad. Right? So your handwriting will not matter because you can actually use Arial or Times New Roman as your font. Right? And once you're able to learn how to use computers today only, you will be able to seamlessly go ahead and work in the work environment, because there you have to do everything on computer. Right? In fact, all your balance sheets and P&L accounts, which we normally study in class 11th and 12th, these balance sheets and P&L accounts are nowadays prepared through the computers only. We don't prepare it through pen and paper. Right? So all those things are gone now. So you will be able to learn that very well during your studies only. Right? So these are the advantages which are there in the ACCA qualification. And rest you can very well go and search on Google. I cannot talk about competition. I'm sorry for that.
Sir,
there is a...
Megha is asking, what type of job opportunity are there in ACCA?
Okay, very important question, Sneha, that you have asked. And I don't know you're in which class, but I can tell you one interesting fact that the field of accountancy, especially the professional accountancy, is such that there are a lot of jobs which are available. In fact, the demand is high and supply of the right set of people is less. Right? And I will put one word in front of you, which is known as employability. Now, employability as a word is a buzzword today. A lot of people talk about it. There are 2 words into employability also when we divide it. So there's a word called employment, and second is ability. Now, what is important is to look forward to that ability. This course will give you the ability to pick up that employment. That's one. The opportunities are tremendous. As I had mentioned, all the jobs which were there in the foreign countries like Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand, etc., have been shifted to India. And these jobs have been shifted very close to us. These jobs have been shifted to Calcutta, to Noida, to Gurgaon, to Lucknow, to Chandigarh, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, right? Chennai, Trivandrum, Cochin. These are the places where a lot of jobs are there. And you can very well look forward to working with them. And the gap will always remain because the demand is high and supply is very less.
Sir, there is a very interesting question from Ankita Sharma. She asks, what is the average package after qualifying ACCA?
Okay. So Ankita, I don't know, again, you're in which class? You might be in 12th, you might be in 10th, 11th. But I can tell you that if I tell you the package today, you'll say that, okay, you're quoting a lower one, because when you pass out, it will be much more higher. Because 3 years back, the package offered to the professional accountants who have done qualifications like ACCA was quite less, and it has grown by 42% now, right? And it is increasing. But I can tell you that the average CTC being offered to a professional accountant after completing the full qualification is around 8.14 lakhs. That's the average.
That is today. That is today. And
so you can imagine if it grows by say 40% or 30% every year, then by the time they qualify, say 3 or 4 years later, it would be much more higher. Say somewhere around 10 or 12 lakhs. Yeah.
Sir, Khushi Thakur, she has a very direct question. After qualifying the entrance exam, what is next?
Okay. So once you qualify the entrance exam, we will communicate to you about your scholarship amount, and based on that, you will be registered towards the qualification, and you will have to start the classes, which will be done through the school as well as through the learning partner. We have a learning partner, which Manish will be able to guide you further on that, and he will help you in taking it ahead from there.
Sir, there is a, sir, which colleges do you have in collaboration with ACC? It is very important. Many questions I am seeing students are asking that what are the colleges? So if you can name a few, later on they can Google by themselves.
So I've already told about them. Symbiosis, Narsi Monji, Christ, Bangalore University, Osmania University, Loyola College, Xavier's. There are various colleges. In fact, you can go ahead and see the list which is there available on our website also, and you can search on Google too.
So, Mr. Vishal Kumar, he wants to know that ACCA is for how many years? What is the duration of the course?
So, like for example, you're in school, say in class 11, just an example. We are asking you to do 3 papers by the time you complete your 12th, right? So practically you might be thinking that it is taking 2 years. It is taking 2 years because you are in school. Otherwise, you would have done it within 6 to 9 months time. And then what happens is you go ahead and do the rest of the 10 papers. Now, when you look at this thing, that 3 you have done by the time you are in 12th, which means that your age would be 17. Rest 10 you'll be doing while you are doing your graduation. So which means that by the time you touch the age of 20, you would have completed the entire ACCA qualification. So overall, I can tell you that the course timing is somewhere between 2.5 to 3 years.
So there is a question from Sneha Kumari. She asked, can we do ACCA after CA?
You can do that. Choice is yours. See, I again cannot talk about the competition here, but I can tell you one thing, that ACCA you can start in school. There is no other qualification in this world which you can start in school, which is professional in nature. In schools, you can do a vocational course, right? If you start this course early, I can tell you that you can look forward to completing the same earlier. I've got an example wherein one girl who started in class 11, she's in Chandigarh right now. She's in first year of her graduation. She has already completed her ACCA and pursuing an MSc in professional accountancy from University of London, right? And what's her age? She's 19. So now choice is yours, right? So you can wait till a longer time and then do ACCA, or maybe you can start right now. If you start early, you'll be able to complete it earlier, and you can start your career also faster than others. So
True, sir.
that's the biggest differentiator. Yeah.
Sir, there is a question from Monkar. He asks, will there be pressure for class 8 for doing ACCA? I mean,
Okay. So Onkar, there is no pressure at all. What we want you to do is that you have to start and take a longer duration, right? When you are in class 8, we would like you to go through some basic courses before you do the full FIA curriculum. We would like you to go through them so that you are able to build a stronger foundation for yourself and then write the FIA exams. We don't want you to rush for the examination. You might take, say, one more extra year, right? And then write the examination. Don't worry. There won't be any pressure at all. In fact, you'll be very clear about what you would like to do in future. Like, a lot of people decide about what they have to do post they have written their board exams, or maybe after receiving their board results. You would have already decided if you started class 8.
sir, there is a question from Megha. She asks, does ACCA gives us only numerous job opportunities, or can we set up something of our own?
Interesting question. Again, what's the name you said?
Megha.
Manish?
Megha, sir.
Megha, thank you for asking this question. When we look at people starting their enterprises, right? In fact, a lot of people who have done ACCA have started their own enterprises. What do we need for starting an enterprise? People will tell you need a good idea, which has to be innovative, creative. And I can tell you that, yes, you need to have that idea. But other than the idea, what you need is the funds. You need finances, right? And how to arrange those funds, how to acquire those funds, how to manage those funds, and how to utilize those funds to grow the organization is something a professional accountant can do very well. The other thing is that once you are a professional accountant yourself and you run the enterprise, nobody can be better than you. In fact, we say that in case you're working with an organization also, you might behave like an entrepreneur, right? So that choice is yours, and you can become an entrepreneur. And in case you are starting your own enterprise or maybe running your own enterprise as a professional accountant, so you have the right choice and opportunity in front of you if you want to start your enterprise also.
Sir,
She further asks, is maths compulsory in 11-12 for doing
yes.
ACCA?
Okay, so we say that maths is not compulsory for pursuing ACCA. You need to have basic understanding towards maths. That's important because obviously we have got some papers which are related to accounting. So if you don't have that basic understanding towards mathematics, you will not be able to manage them. But we don't ask you to do trigonometry or calculus here, right? So you need to have the basic understanding of mathematics, right? So trigonometry and calculus is required for engineering and other things, not for the commerce related subjects. Yeah.
Sir, I have multiple questions regarding the parallel qualifications while pursuing ACCA. I see many of them are asking, I think some of them didn't get it. They're talking about parallel qualifications which they can get while doing ACCA.
Parallel qualifications. Okay,
Yeah.
so as I mentioned, they will get a diploma, they get an advanced diploma, they get a BSc honors in applied accounting, right? In addition to their ACCA qualification, they also get an MSc in professional accountancy, and they can get an MBA from Birla Institute of Management Technology or Oxford Brookes University or University of Ireland in Dublin. So all those things are open in front of you.
Okay. Shashwat.
So many questions are coming up for maths. People are very afraid of being maths. So just make them understand that maths is not an issue with ACCA. And what kind of basically questions people are confused that what is the syllabus, what is the question, what is the type of study. These are many questions I can see in the question answer box. So
Right.
in one or two lines, make them understand that what it is all about.
Right. So as I had mentioned, the syllabus is very, very simple. And I've spoken about the financial accounting syllabus. That you have got journal entries, you have got ledger, you have got trial balance, you have to prepare P&L account, balance sheet. That's there in financial accounting. When we say business and technology, we are talking about business studies, which is related to planning, organizing, directing, controlling, budgeting, type of companies, right? Type of organizations, businesses, business environment, all those things are there. Right, and management accounting, I mentioned about cash flow statement, fund flow statement, ratios, etc. So the course curriculum, which is there in their books also, not much of a difference. Only thing is they have to prepare and apply that knowledge. That's the biggest difference. So we will not ask them any direct questions. And in fact, when it comes to numericals, we give them all the formulas also. Right, so we will not ask them to identify a formula or remember the formula. No, we'll give them all the formulas. Everything would be available.
Okay, so it's very easy. Students can really start and they can contact the school authorities and they can guide them accordingly.
I would one thing, Shashwat, it is not easy. It is not easy. We have to remember this. None of the professional courses in the world are easy because they are professional, right?
Okay.
But the qualification is flexible. So it ensures that they get a lot of time to prepare well for this and write the exams, right? So, for example, if somebody is preparing a P&L account, right? So it's very easy to identify what is sales revenue. Then you look at the expenses. Then you come to the net profit, gross profit. Then you deduct the taxes and come to the net profit. Like this, you prepare the report. Now, what is important for the students to understand is that, okay, if my organization's sales revenues are growing by 5 times every year, okay, and my profit is reducing, okay, and becoming a loss by 3 times every year, then what are the reasons? Rather than just preparing that sales statement or the P&L account for the organization. So they have to think and write those answers. So here, if somebody is trying to just mug up things, right? Okay, and then he is thinking that, okay, I can go ahead and vomit the same in the answer books and teacher will give me good marks. That will not happen in ACCA. People have to actually understand the concept. And once you understand the concept, you'll be able to write the answers very well. There's no challenge at all. Right? So that's the biggest differentiator here. It will become easy in case their concepts are clear. And we will ensure that their concepts become much more clear, as I said. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. That means it is the new education policy which is now coming into action. It has ACCA courses. The study is on the same pattern, more about application. I would like to appraise the students that we will be displaying a feedback form link at the end of the show. Please provide your feedback to get the certificate of participation. Kishan sir, we would now like to conclude the session. So thank you so much for giving your time. Thank you so much for giving your time, sir, and giving your insight about the commerce students. Any last words for the students, sir?
I think it's a time for the students only for their future. So they just need to prepare for this test. And I'll tell you, if you don't prepare also, you'll do well. And I would request everybody to go ahead and at least write the test. This will give you an understanding about where you stand. And there's no charge for this. So please go ahead and write the examination. And you will also receive a certificate of participation from us. So do that and start your career earlier, students. I never had this opportunity when I was in school. At least you have an opportunity in front of you. So go ahead and pick up and grab this. I'm sure you guys will be the future accountants. You are going to become the future leaders for not only the organizations, but for this country in the future. So all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Kishan sir, for sharing all these wonderful thoughts. I'm thankful to Dr. Mahapatra sir. I'm thankful to Manishji. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the students, parents, teachers for attending this event. Despite being a Sunday, we can see a good number of participants and we can see numerous questions, and I hope we have covered all the questions very easily. And we are hopeful that this session is fruitful and inspiring for you all. All the best for your future and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sashwat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All the
you,
best.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, sir.